Well, welcome to my new video. Today we'll be looking at Microsoft's first entry to the console market, Beast of the Machine, the original Xbox. And this came out at the same time as the Sega Dreamcast, the PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube. Now this is a bit of a beast of a machine. It packs more processing power than the rest of them, and the video output quality from this is probably the highest, I would say, from that generation of consoles. Now today we're just going to be looking at how to get the image in a better quality to run on your HD screens and to make the games run and look a bit better as well. So I'm just going to be looking over now to the cables that you can use, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.
So for this video, I'm going to be using these composite cables, and this is what the original Xbox came with. So all the video information was coming out for the yellow cable and the audio for the red and the white. Now this was plugged into the old school CRT TVs. So this is the lower end of the quality of cables you can get. Now we're going to be using the component cables. So the image was split up into 3 channels, which is the red, green and the blue, and the audio again for the red and the white. Now these cables are used for and featured on old HD screens. So this actually enabled a HD quality output. Now I know there are other cables for the Xbox console, which is the RGB SCART, which is much like the composite but better quality, and then we had the VGA, which is much like the component cables. Now here is a PAL Xbox booted up. Now if we go to the settings of your dashboard and you go to your video settings, you will see it gives you 2 options, which is the video mode, and this will give you a normal, a letterbox and a widescreen feature. So if you've got the HD screens, you want to make sure it's on widescreen, and then it gives you the option of 50 Hz or 60 Hz. 60 Hz being the better option because it's giving you those extra frames and the games are running a lot smoother. So we have just booted up a copy of Phantom Dust, and I'm using the composite cables, and the console is a UK PAL Xbox. So I'd just like you to take a look at the quality of the text. So you can see the clarity is not really high and the image is a bit blurry. But this type of cable worked great on the old CRT TVs. So this is the gameplay captured, and you can see again the image is just the clarity is just not that great. So with a modded original Xbox, I'm going to go to my system settings, and I've downloaded an app where you can actually change the BIOS, which is basically the region of your console. I'll tell you the benefits a bit later on. So here's my app called Enigma Video Mode Switch Disk. Now you can either check this on an ISO and boot it up for your modded Xbox, but I've just basically dragged it into my app folder. So this application will actually change the region of your console. So at the moment it is set to NTSC because I did it before, but it was originally set to PAL. Now I'm going to set it back to NTSC. So this has changed the region of the console to NTSC. And here is a dashboard of the Xbox. So you may remember this, it looks a bit different, but if you go to your settings, and I'll scroll down to the video, it gives you more options to choose from. So it gives you the widescreen, but it also enables you to get the 480p, the 720p and the 1080i. So if you turn these on at yes, the games that feature these video output modes will then be enabled to be shown on your TV. So this is where the PAL Xbox lacked in. So here again is Phantom Dust booted up, but this is with the BIOS changed to NTSC, and the 480p is being enabled and is coming out through the component cables onto the TV. So you can see now the font is a lot sharper and the image is clearer. And this is the gameplay. So I just basically kept the same shot so they're easy to compare. So the image is clear and the colors a bit more vibrant. So if you like your games to enable widescreen or 16:9 ratio, I'm going to head to my PC, and I downloaded a program, a hex editor program called Hex HD. Now here's my folder with my game installed, which has been ripped from my Xbox. Now if you see, you want to make sure you find the default file, XBE. So I'm going to drag that into my program, a hex editor program. Now this is the code that the game boots up with. Now the website that I use to get these codes is PS2 Wide. It's a great website, and I believe the website is being made by Nemesis 2000. Now a lot of work must have gone into actually get these get this information to get these games into widescreen. So if I just find the game that I'm looking for, which is Phantom Dust, here it is. So this gives you these codes of information. And it's pretty simple. It gives you what you need to copy and find within the code. So I just got to copy this, go to my program, and they should be find and replace. So I'm going to click this, and it'll ask you what you want to find. So I've just pasted the code to find where that is, and then this is what you want to replace it with. So I'm just going to copy this and then paste it into the replace. And you want to make sure the hex editor, hex mode is selected, and it's just basically pasted that code in to the file. So this is enabling the widescreen 16:9 ratio. Created another default image, XBE, but with HD. Now to transfer this now into my Xbox, I'm going to go to my system settings and head down to the system settings here, and you want to look for your network information. So you just want to make sure that the network information is set to static, and the setup network yes, and the use static IP is set to yes. One thing you want to make sure you want to take note is the IP address. So I headed back to the PC, and to transfer this game over to my Xbox, I use a program called Flash XP. So you just want to connect it through your router connected to your Xbox. So if I just start a session, and if you just type in that IP address and you've got your username and password, then by default they are set to just Xbox and the password set to Xbox. And then you simply connect, and this will list then all the folders and drives of your original Xbox through the network. So if I go to my games folder, as you can see, there's a list of my games. And if I head to the games, my Phantom Dust game with my modded boot up file of the default, I'm going to drag that over to my Xbox, as you can see, and then you just hit the play button. The play button then activates the transfer of that file and folder. So the speed is a bit slow because you are connecting it through the network cable with the Xbox, and then I'm using my laptop connected wireless. So the speeds are roughly around about 5 to 8 megs. So it does take a bit of time. So when that is complete, you want to make sure then that in your games folder you got that default XBE file. If it is still HD, you want to make sure it's just default.xbe. So I'm just going to quickly show you again a comparison of Phantom Dust booted up with the PAL original console with the composite cables. And here is another look with the console with NTSC BIOS set with 480p and the widescreen patched to the game ISO image. thanks for watching this video. I do hope that you've learned a couple of things about the original Xbox and how to make them look better onto your HD screens. Now if you have liked this video, enjoyed it, hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more videos, just hit the subscribe and leave your comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.